And welcome back. Northstar here with another episode of HOI4 Gotterdammerung Let's Play. Now, likely title for this video, and a good rule of thumb in general life, don't panic. It's one of the earliest words in the Hitchhiker's Guide for the Galaxy, or one of the earlier and most important phrases. The earliest phrase is obviously about space being big. It's also the first sentence in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy within the book series, the book of the same name within the book. And it's absolutely something I have to do here. I freaked out, finding I'm now at war with the Soviets. I'm just going to have to form a plan, stick with it, hope it works. If not, it'll be interesting maybe playing as a Soviet puppet, or maybe a switch to a different nation, or cancel this Let's Play. If I'm not getting views after I continue, we'll see what happens. I did some revising the build queues. I obviously have to just focus on getting military factories done at this point. Besides what I'm doing currently, putting infrastructure in some key places in my allies' territory after I finish fortifying the Benelux border, which I'm actually going to build only 2 in one level fort and then stick these out of the queue. I'm going to enhance the Romanians' ability to produce oil, because when the Soviets declare war with me any second, I'm going to really need the Romanian oil. That'll enhance their production and thus way to buy. Bulgarians are building 2 factories in Burgas, and it's the only state with build slots left, so that to enhance their industry snowball. And finally, Schleswig, myself, my own territory, because I should make it 2 levels, because it's one of the last build slots left. The remainder on their exploitation company. They took us half the additional oil, Morava. Actually, half of this extra oil. Well, be even more valuable on the current looks when this focus finishes. Add 8 base production to the 66 already there. A little less than 1/8 to this number, basically. Right. How's it going for you guys? Back. To Paris, because their Belgian troops just marched, and the French are putting up a terrible defense. So the Italians are on their own, sending a couple divisions to try and help with this defense. It's yellow. Work the way up there eventually too. If I can put up through Belgium and reach Amsterdam and capitulate the Dutch before they try something like move to the East Indies, then that will cause every tier to surrender, including Czechs, and that'll make it much. The Swedes, and it'll make it much easier to just focus on a faction that includes Italy, unknowingly. It's pretty much. Also, if you check this, the Austrians formed a fact. They may invite some random to it, or like, I don't know if they're not neutral. Will mean if I capitulate them, if I go to war on them, they could end up forming a government exile, or if it's not a democratic nation, just not surrendering, or capitulating, making war against them more difficult. But I also won't be joining the European Union. Spain will be neutral for a while because of covering from the Civil War. So they're likely to to be in or expand faction. So the okay, they did that would make it very difficult to hold. I think I mentioned the Greeks are going to be their focus. It'll be interesting which side they. Worst to worst, hopefully, all capitulated the EU. At the time, say if this situation can't be held, then have a path to pull its divisions back through territory and the puppets, which into my own don't lose them. The only other option to sneak through here, if this will allow it, supposed to. Or find someone to flee by sea, Algeria, and then from there, the south around the Atlantic route to west. This may be a little less impossible than it seems, because the British have focuses to attack both the Italians, Reggio Marina, and the Soviets. They will quite likely actually fighting against the Soviet faction as well, and using the British Navy and British Army. It may beat the Soviets and fight the British because during their monarchist. So I've allied with a king. Monarchy is a terrible system. They attack the US, though it could join the EU. That would be interesting to say that. Bad, although hopefully that doesn't occur. Depends on what focus order the what wing. It gets stuck all the time and thus get pulled off. It catches my death. It's just dumb. It's probably used to advertise that there's more USBs in this thing than there are. Let's see. They get average 3, but 3 plus the record, I guess the 4. One of which you need from one of my phones. One for USB stick, which leaves just power cord. Because I check this sometimes when it unplugs. I just suddenly go into sleep mode because of it. I'm not perfect or a chance of pulling this off and could think more clearly, but it is what it is. Hopefully these resource things they should dismiss. It's a bug. Happens when you reload. It's a good track for this. I'd like to try and take the state. It's got Rus. As there's like some Russian or something. The Hungarians have it as a core. As does Ukraine. Strangely, this is quite far away from its big Ukraine kind of nonsense nationalism. I guess they also know and stuff. Where historically during World War II, Ukrainian Nazi collaborators went and murdered a ton of Poles. Like civilians, they just came in, and it's one of the things that's come back up now because of the Ukrainian war, and people remembering that and it being propaganda. History is always propagandized. But yeah, take the state, and then hopefully the Romanians hold it, meet, scrambled to defend Romania's border with the Soviets, because they won't be able to hold on their own. Pushing the Soviets back to the river may even be possible to Odessa, re-establish a new defensive line along this river, which denied the Soviets a little bit of manpower and things of growing combines. Makes things. You guys are wondering my air experience? I'd from improved medium airframes to wait for paratroopers to spend a bunch of air experience, so I just spent up to strategic. I've thought that pop my attack, and I also redeveloped my medium airframes of just wait for them to medium. They have better defense, better engines now. They might not be as cost effective as, or even only marginally more effective. I got sort of trained, so it's everything I've got. I think short term to shore up the situation. Once and if the war starts turning in my favor, I can start thinking longer. Let's go. Okay. Off of that, probably do mission pack. That's a little independence list. Sorry, silly. It will be neutral in this conflict, but even if they go, most they can do is contribute visions they don't have between. Will eventually get tapped, and I don't have enough divisions even with the 22 divisions I got in Romania, which may hold the Soviets here, or even push. It's too much to ask to also hold the border. So back here in Wheels, it's kind of like avoid hold, or they can't hold with very minimal additional support, and that'll happen. Okay, they broke off here, probably an hour ago. So time for the attack on Uzhhorod. Let's see. The speed, there's a motorized 5 width. Let's make nothing. E4. Some attack. I redid the a bit. I'm just gonna what I have available disposal on divisions like this can be used from these that will have any manpower reserve. Just the pressure. I'm using that symbol because it's actually better than any other stuff. Anti-air, Thuringian, and Kashubian. Kashubian heavy infantry. Apologize if I'm here. It's been a longish day, and it'd be suicidal to have to Maginot, even if there's only one strength division. Get a little manpower in my pool by switching these guys to Kashubian. I'll keep back some. There isn't enough Kashubian infantry to quite reach full manpower, but here on the Maginot, they should be able to hold in if that's all they're doing. so they'll be almost full strength. Getting every wrap of manpower I can. Replace losses, maybe even eventually, as more train some more tank divisions. So I do average the most combat power per man I can train, really. Trying to push through here. It's not work. You know, I can add a couple for the end here. Mark will be eventually, for when I have to fall, assume the Polish front line eventually folds against the Soviets. And this air base to try and delay it'll throw puppet so I can fire, worry about losing it to the Soviets. Any of the nonsense, which is about increasing their steel production faction. Hopefully allowing the French to buy. They might not buy in the faction. It does destroy a little bit of tiny fraction consumer goods. You pay consumer goods on the again when you receive in trade, so it's double tap speak. Yeah. Get 3. You probably overflows and wasted. Yeah. We reduce my losses. Kind of right, so I'm investing in things that are not very useful. Terry ones. 11.5 mysteries. Probably have to form this hate. Well, yeah, or that due to the agricultural cooperative specs to build slots, which give me 6 more. Yeah, might do that. But the stocks have to start trying to weed out all the spy on Berlin lost marks. These to be trenched in time. Agriculture cooperative. This is more of actually trying to delay the Soviets in Poland. They can't stop them, most likely. Alright, won this battle. Nervous about these divisions maybe being unable to. I didn't win this battle, that was the defensive. Being unable to get reinforcements, maybe. In which case I'll eventually have to merge them together with equipment and manpower. These guys are 8% fighting strength, and I think that's only get 96, I'm not sure. There's technical like military access, so I think that would reinforcements would have to really see the neutral thing. I don't know. They might be able to get reinforced. Try and promote that guy. Maybe another particularly promising division commanders. Whoa. division is a rush to delay any possible falls. All France falls. And then become motorized. Paris can hold, like, push the most likely with this many 8 motorized divisions. In fact, includes a tank, isn't a tank division. I'll just gained a point. Yeah, that I clock in big from territory. Planning, of course, that would be able to rapid fire anti-air guns control the skies. Tiny bit of soft attack makes very well difference, whereas a little bit of air attack make a lot. This does add production cost. Some modernization. Yeah, I think I gotta think of, especially if our Soviet tanks and using anti-air guns. This is gonna help me in the most difficult. I didn't call off the dockyards because I need military fast ed. I'm only adding one more dockyard because this is a bad situation in land warfare. If I own the land, matter if I can't also retake the ball. The Swedish Navy, really, and whatever the Soviets can feel. Maybe, but it's unlikely. So when that is individual bomber, I'm gonna upgrade TAC. Switch them sooner. Sure, they don't recognize I'm not gonna. One is they have troops in those borders, but there won't be any actual combat because if you call him in, it's unwise. I'm not going to be a truce break an attack. Declare war on me anyways. Or maybe that's, I may already be at war with this. Maybe it's no, it's my truce with the Finland, which for some reason are considered a fact trader. There's no reason I was never in affection with Finland. Nazis were and they were did, but no praying of any faction. Soviets have declared on me. Paraguay and Chile have declared along with them. This ladder here. Tired out of it. I fell asleep after almost this afternoon. Some that happens to my long coats. I'm just exhausted more than ever. I don't. It's like being an old man when you're in your 30s. It's ridiculous. I mean, if you're also thinking you could write politicians during every Armenians to send troops to buy Swedish subs. Why I haven't dared move units by sea. Although, why isn't that probably distracts from the boys? Got this cruiser that's risking attack to get up to regular. Swimming, I'm having trouble thinking. This is how it is. I do hope you folks will stick around and watch stuff though, because I really need this to succeed with not being eligible for disability because of result analysis felon was called on, which they probably got to lost political power for. On their decision, probably no campaign instruction nonsense. Because I spent slightly 2+ that went to disqualified maybe. So some of the jobs I was working paying so little that they didn't qualify application because the federal minimum wage in the U.S. is so low that some jobs don't even count as per disability. Apparently, would because it's basically to earn skills. So that plus the government's being long COVID disability cases a lot of the time anyhow. But even if they weren't not screw me over, like they go to college to work hard to become a professional and the car accident. They start work and then a year later they get this and people get screwed out of help they need. This news article about someone in Switzerland they apparently have similar requirements, and someone with long COVID there out of school got long COVID and they got screwed out of disability. Same thing. It's capitalism and welfare systems and people so for lower wages if they're able to use people who aren't as everyone else. So need the to succeed because very low asset limit, thousands of dollars of life savings to be able to that asset limit. So for now, I need the channel to succeed. I'm having not be desperate. As I set that asset limit, I can't have more. Was I think $1,000 in your bank account? They're trying. There's an effort to change that right now to raise the limit to something much more set in the 30s at that, and then never get updated because often defunded by way of never dating number data like that intentionally. Way of letting inflation slowly destroy it. What's more often done rather than budget cuts. These things that have been up decades. Great Britain allies Imperialist New Zealand Imperial Loyalists. That's the final one of those, I think. Right. Wait, it's cold. I'm gonna call off these guys in a sec then. Attrition, I don't need that many. Reinforce. Burning fuel. Where are the 12 motorized? Where are them? It might that division for flanking purposes. As are in, we'll reorganize. Fully organize. So they are. They aren't. And of course, build not full. So heck out of this because I really need to in that offense quickly and then redeploy. All right. These guys are in Paris. Which has screwed me over a lot. Though they may actually be better off marching over here. With the defense further forward. Have them do that. I need to reorganize this. They go. The motorized aren't too far away, so they're there before any possible fall Paris. Assuming they come under attack. No. Nope. Paris already. Oh. These guys that I tried to send there to help, but Italians launched a counterattack, pushing out of. They're not entrenched or anything. So just continue withdrawing, getting encircled or other nonsense. These two fell before there. They. Now they're in the reserves. They need to get those hills march in though. So often keep withdrawing. Smoke is, I mean, is a soft core. Some might think, but there are benefits to playing even for mobile units. This is the strong infantry one, so the command power, so I can highlight to fresh, new, promising generals. Eventually, I'm gonna have to switch this for because I'm just so desperately of manpower. I may have to do that. With my doctrination quick enough. It's just skill, okay. It's only a minor debuff. There. Sometimes where it's desperately needed. should have enough range, I think, to cover almost the units. Eventually, Romania just doesn't have great oil level 1 railways. It's their supply. Give yourself an edge. So, the oil automatically, I import more Romanian. And stockpile it is going to be increased availability of it. Several more tins, I'll have even more demand for oil. So, step down truck doom, or when we sit top, which also going to get war score. I want to have the least war score, and jeez, how did they get up to support? They're going to flip communism via election at this point. 90. Oh, they must have just had an election about. So they didn't. It's annoying as heck. Is there a little so at least with some trucks? Oh, they could give me states. And Africa would be able to hold it. Trucks. Not much, but swing the score in favor. Since I do have excess, they actually have a surplus. As do they? I mean, good. I want to raise more divisions, but I'm sure short. So, all those trucks. Why does it select everything when I'm just in it? Oh, those 7 tanks. It's wow, my brain working. They're attacking here. Great time to potentially hit them. I can send 6 divisions. I could send. There's a chance of encirclement. Go advantage over it. So let's do that. Tad encirclement I'm referring to. For a chance they'll pull, but I didn't wonderize that. It's maybe, especially if they end up over with. Already suffering crits. Red. Let's pick up Czech airport. They've got some of that in this area. That's my effort. because this front is sure. So are providing our support. It's like maybe this. Already up to 14 more score contribution. Conference though, if we win. With all my fighters here. This is not going great. Send needs to here. 23 from the range. Oh, that actually made the range factor worse, not better. Guess the Goblin. Thought they moved rich from there, they did not. So the remains over the oil. Just give me notice of that so it can't seal. Some infantry longer, but these tanks are already fully organized. They're needed. It's good soon too, actually. Or they could provide. Would stop doing the campaign start nonsense. What's that? That increase the width. So it's right. Running out of time. Oh, I lost an ace. Pilots are trained from Northern Balkans, or that squadron of Italian aircraft led by Falcons. So one of their focused on chasing down Garrett, the aircraft and dodging several bursts that were overwhelmed by Falcon 79, who reportedly outmaneuvered the fuel tanks open with a clean hit. That's a generic text. After placing is one of my best too. Well, I knew I was risking that. This is the pivotal war. Well, Bubby's gonna have to be assigned, and he is old. I have 15%, 3 plus 15% is 4. Now I have 3 left. I just can't see because of misportrait. That bugs him getting maybe never shot for lucky. Of course, it's not always that they actually shot down. I think training accents high, and it just like plane is lost at accents. Not training, yes, but any kind of age can include training ones. These infantry motorized are slowly reorganizing. Yeah, that's sort of wouldn't hurt to gain an extraction here. Two. Three, that means I want to start producing well, the anti-aircraft gun damage isn't terrible. What I really need is better rights, because I may have to face Soviet tanks down. So yeah, I'll start on that. Two flak guns. October 27th, we'll switch that bomb. It's being produced with efficiency right now. Yeah, this is all the bonuses, like stuff. Of course, it was almost all the pro. That might just go down this level. I had it. 700. So I could use that. And in fact, a little more. Yeah, this was gonna Catus. Is an ongoing battle. It's all green, but that's lovely. Here, where I just did that file. So starting the mutiny and oil infrastructure. One here, pushed here, whatever. Should do this, but I want to march east. Use infantry. Tank stuff go here though. And pull. Just need to hold on. There are different men there. Alright, they've been supported. These guys have been to be forced to retreat. Alright. So actually, we support tank there. Remiss. I don't think they'll last long enough for that. So they can start planning these. The defense of Paris. All about keeping a cool head, not panicking. Oh, why headed? That's from when the front clue that. If I give him reserves, then he has a chance of rolling. Circle. Should. He's got a skill advantage. The French has to be all fill. Alright, need reinforcements there. Then there. These are all deorganized. It's desperate enough. I'll just proceed straight there when they arrive. They're hanging out, trying to delay the Italian counteroffensive. Oh, the Dutch are wasting manpower attack. They are down some of my men. I don't want much. Looks like third or something. Looks like they're trying to do a logistics attack by my. Here, I don't know if an air guns and Baden would help. Guess I can boost to find out. Maybe after. A retreat there. Looks like they won't quite arrive soon enough to actually just being an attack. Take the 5 most experienced and have them moving there. I can immediately. Oh, come on. He absolutely stupid when it redraws. There we go. We'll plan to attack. Navy for a chance on circle. Enemy might not last terrible times out. They do have anti-air guns, making it less effective there. Some smart attack. Are about to get pushed off there. These guys are still marching. Maybe I should have strategically deployed them so they got enough they would try and order me this. Oh, there's not even apparently missed that. It's made. Join, they'll just get conquered. It's this little state. 4 infantry divisions. It qualifies as a division. It's a tiny force. Yeah, they'll get wiped. I take moves, but I have no ability to get them to smell on, so it would just clutter my job. They tried to sunk, probably. They take indoctrination at some point. I may be able to raise enough divisions here once to into the war and attacking. I'm trying to get this puppet. Don't even have indoctrination themselves. This is hearts barbed wire, and yet another thing of our theme of the game. Hearts iron, hearts of barbed wire. Well, the Dutch are gonna I might they damaged infrastructure in the Rhineland knowingly. Just might even hurting my rubber production. No, not enough round, thankfully. And running a deficit. Oh. gain is less than. That's why I'm investing in the Mutinian oil fields. 5 days left till that. I'm doing infrastructure in the state. It's almost like me running a joint oil company. Let's focus. Alright, well, I need to pull our reserves to be able to use them here. So. Advantage over 1 means he has to have Lynch to run a breakthrough. Very good tactic. I don't know if that was a tactic or it's always been that way, but correctly. Close. You won't be able to run that, which is one of the really good tactics Grand Bauhaus that makes it useful, though you could have fair. It's not falling back there. Heat when it redraws. There's like randomly. Cool. Okay, they have one there. These guys need to march. Let's try to get there fast. Marching in between the mountains, burnt mountains, is just slow. They lose 2 mil efficiency, so I gotta over there soon. This point, I'm gonna do this. Draw that front. And there's 3 of them, so they'll just spread out to cover that front. And that's what I was hoping for. Oh, now I need to wait for those visions to arrive. Is that tank already? Can't wait for. Got him within. infantry will deorbit very quick. Hours they'll get there. These divisions, and then defense with lots of tanks and stuff. This is a very good. If the tanks of hardness. These guys reorg. They're sitting in the not like again another insert. Yeah, I could do this, motorize these hubs. That'll help a lot with the supplier. Once the trucks actually arrive, anyhow. Lines. Not really. Alright, start on the maintaining oil. Got an aerodynamic for use the queue there. It's way down. I won't have the political power for a scientist. It costs 100, and I lost all my scientists in Civil War. Another ace shot down. Ugh. Even with the best aces, even more projection, and it's turning out to be pretty brutal. Well, I hope there was too. The Soviets have a lot of air power in the Eastern Balkans. To redeploy to Tenia soon to counteract. And the Soviets are destroying troop convoys, and almost constantly shuffles divisions overseas that had tested. Is this French troops? The graph is involved, and it looks like it for taking a hit from a torpedo. It doesn't. It's a heavy cruiser, has no ability to take torpedoes from the convoys, which are easier targets. And my positioning larger fleet, so that is making their subs less. Yeah. And his blockade runner composter. Yeah, I hire that guy, but still. How many divisions attack from this door? Do I? Take the two most best planned division join. A lot of losses already. Mostly Italian. I mean, the Italians traded very poorly. The French and American band, very aggressive attackers often. polarization. Interesting result then. I'm working on that fuel, but 3 days till you should safely buy another 8 oil. Leave that undefended, jeez. Take to pull this motor. It's getting really desperate. Bet the remains also gap lines soon. These infantry are in rough shape. Pull them so they can reorganize. The Dutch yet again we're ourselves. That's my balance. And the Dutch forced in this force, I guess. I want to take. Else is doing well. Put the no. I'm gonna put them on dig in. Can buy in. Attacking. And you moving and losing trench. Socialist. Never heard. So I was. I know they're trying to go, but there's 19 divisions here. Could be to push them out to the river. You could deploy here and then move normally though. And I don't know, it does weird things with battle lines. Take a pocket like that. 15,000 for checks there. That was something. taking that remotely soon. So they don't get potentially intercepted. Once they arrive, I can try and draw them again. He has move enemy attacks. That's this have done me no small amount of damage. I'm doing this. Makes it harder for them to surrender. I'd love to beat them, but it wouldn't be the easiest. I don't have divisions around. Sooner or later it'll happen. Maybe by then. Might do the harbor in Holland. Try to build some. They can enjoy the side what's useless. The Zuiderzee. It's have max build slots, but I don't quite occupying, so I extra build an occupied state actually. Or I can probably just puppet them. That's off that extra build, so whatever, we'll see. There's a chance they move the Indies, but I can capitulate them. Just this one game forever. I'll allow that so that distract from my own convoys. That from where I'm writing boys. Sweets for what's worth. My puppet just I've gained experience. Thinking there's a soft lining. So yeah. I think I can spare a couple divisions to go this move southeast. Swedish division and are making life difficult for me. And their plans here of Hanover, which I have defenses, so not a huge deal. This is a Socialist division. Right, see puppet. Fortunately, no one can. Stay connection trench. People there given the situation. Easier to defend than to attack. Ensures that no one less sticky will be defending. And just a static line. Whoa, we gain lines here. Guess no one actually hit graph spree. It's just training day. Still, I wouldn't have wanted to get toward. Is also in there. Looks like after. This is just 21st mode, right? He leveled up, or he hadn't yet, but No connection is. I wonder if that means they can't get more oil, even though they're in room. Maybe not. Wow, supply. I need all that. What? Can I get the achievement for the truck? We'll get through. Oh, 5,000 supply traction. Never mind. Okay. Sure, whatever use of that 1,000 supply. Well, this war between Romanians and Soviets will train up generals who will be needed to someday take on the Britskins. Whichever side wins factions. Defeat's not impossible here. Well, if I win, nice in the Soviet little, at least the western part of it. Just when they're releasable things, they decide to get rid of some historical nonsense. See any of them? There used to be all these. Used to be like 1,000,000. Where some old nations that would just like Volga, Germany, just invented by the Nazis for how they would break up the Union if historical basis. Volga, Germany is the most obvious. there. Pen. Mass buildup here to try and move its back to the better defensive lines, I think. Spent all investment in getting oil. It's the oil situation is not going to be for a while. Should say more aircraft production. And there are no enemy air in this air zone. Alright. Refocus bombers on this area. Beach. Arizona. But oh well. I guess Sophia, where they will not in any supply network. Really, it's the Bulgarian capital to supply them. Control. They can cover enough of the air region that insufficient range penalties. That's good. Take the resources. There's some stuff in the future. This program, innovative safety features, probably which bonuses, bonus, and a little less power cost. Percent. gain from nationalizing industry. You know, private funds that could have been used for research and actually makes sense. Private industry, I mean, profiteer is definitely a thing. Both world war nationalized industries can do a job. Even if individual scientists are less productive, don't argue nonsense about capitalism breeds, except it really doesn't, because scientists don't usually, they're actually more likely to get rich. And so people were allowed, but from intellectual discoveries, simply, you just profit from ownership of capital, and patent laws were somewhat differently. I had a version of them, I believe. It's more just you couldn't have a stockholder. The innovation. That's what capitalism really is. People constantly miss our free markets. No, it's about stockholder. It's about public traded corp. That's what distinguishes it from every other markets that existed in system everywhere, but for its corporations and its, that's what makes it what it is. Tame division and reserve clause encirclement. In free markets, this usually a hand for weighted markets, or sometimes get in the way of innovation. It's true for good reasons like safety and even when for the ability for people to trust in the product safe. Sometimes they're strong and they need to be, because that peace of mind, that's a good that often ignored in systems controlled by donors who don't care if ordinary people have peace of mind. That, their baby formula won't kill their baby. Toxic baby formula happened. I believe that was private Chinese corporations when they were capitalist, because China has capitalist companies that operate in their codes. But that was being, which is a socialist country, but as special zones were allowed to basically run wild, and this. And some of the people who were thrown in prison for long, as the Chinese government does not tolerate people poisoning formula. If you haven't heard about it, look it up. This is usually study it for classes. I can't remember for regulatory class a talk, but there was basically put in infant formula to make it look, to test more than it did. Some might argue, the real problem is the protein requirements, but you don't put down formula, which is what that regulation was created to prevent. But having regulations that are stricter and ready to prevent things happening, also give people peace of mind it won't happen. Otherwise, people's behavior won't give their babies formula because they're afraid the risk of poison, even if they're strong enough to prevent that. That's a cost. The next integration in economics is something that most economists agree needs to happen. Just generally do that. Private offloading lots of externalities, and except Polish had a somewhat weaker on that in the Soviet Union and such, but that was heavy industry for national security reasons. More in social red-green alliances, and more focused in environment than in any ever. So that's something I'm. It's not like it continues. All right. Which of these has the most planning? Okay, no help. Later for chances or sorry. Situation. Means did finish the oil exploitation company though. Construction progress probably actually important. So I'll delay upping the oil purchase. Maybe someone else will buy some faction. Also, if I save with oil deals and sometimes bug the backup. Reserves 1/3 great chance into the fight, so that I'm just well. Looks like the Roman stabilizing. We should be able to hold them there. These divisions are still not even done. They're holding. Next video, I'll be able to focus more and go in the Benelux. If I do minor their faction in Czechoslovakia will capitulate along with them. So that'll some divisions will need to be greater focus on taking down it, which should just be Portugal's and random to deal with. If I invade Austria at some point, though, territory, Crystal, or they don't take over the faction before I capitulate Austria. But it's going better. Thanks. And with similar. Alright, tomorrow I'll be able to switch over the staying long, so I'm going to cut it soon. Well enough on the Romanian front. I have some confidence. I don't need to immediately start weeding out the size of my cattle if I can. So just because I need to build slots so I can add more military. Essentially, this is improving the property of agriculture by getting together into farmer agriculture cooperatives. I mean, it's optimal. Obviously, even in the US capitalist agriculture cooperatives, this is not collectivization of more farmers association mutual aid kinds. And this increases agriculture profit that more people can be brought into the city. In fact, it's realistic that we could build slots. Structure, I guess that's investment in the country that along with encouraging the agriculture cooperatives. Most important industries depend on the farmer leading them their own is hardly responsible action. But in cooperatives, the agricultural sector works together in unison with max efficiency and minimal loss. Differs to not to. Now I can roll again. Although, very pop. Org before that happens. Like just encircling individual squad rather than a whole front. So with economy, cultural focus, more forms. Well, gives me one build slot because it's tied to individual state. Broke off as puppets. It's like for this Baltic coast area, Mecklenburg or Pommern, I think Holstein. So these four, or maybe no, I'm assuming Holstein. Yes. So until I ease and reconquer the kingdom, I won't be in a position to want to run that. But I will work. It's not. Went deeper for a little bit, probably. Which is a shame. It's useful, but it's a civ factor is not merely used. And stuff, it's all too. I got an insert. Circle. Cool. And I'm pushing the Soviets successfully there. My tanks will roll in here and immediately come under attack. Counterattack. Some might get deordered out. No, they're attacking somebody directly over with. And they're already organized. Fun. These guys are entrenching. Here, they'll provide flanking that way. Doing their work. Well, the remains have still the Soviets lost casualties of it. I wish the French would stop sending convoys on. Manpower. I think they have the most in the faction. 16,000 yen. Not. They're doing build slots and layouts, which just won't get oil industry. So let's focus. Whenever I'll have to. AIs are delaying the political direction such as run. They bought their one they won. Made them just, and they're kind of long. Across the river if I can. To go and circle them immediately. Soviets here. Another circle. Awesome. Soon I'll have in the river again, which would be much easier to fight, especially the hills will be retaking. But it's gone too long. So until next time. Off. Best. I'll do this while I'm still on camera again. Take care of each other. Be gentle with yourselves. Always find a guiding star.